Nasir Pharmacist Academy presents a series of lectures based on circulatory system. Do subscribe to my channel and share my lecture on some social media like WhatsApp, Facebook and Twitter. So let's start the circulatory system. The circulatory system is also called cardiovascular system. Here, cardiovascular system, where cardio refers to heart. This is the human heart, and vascular refers to blood vessels. Here are two types of blood vessel, arteries and veins. In this lecture we will denote artery as red and vein as a blue, because they are supposed to carry artery are supposed to carry oxygenated blood, whereas veins are supposed to carry deoxygenated blood containing carbon dioxide, although its actual real color is a dark red, but it is a convention of biology that we write it as blue. For example, this is human body. These are the arteries, vein and heart. The heart, which pump blood to all part of the body, and blood vessel carry blood to the body. This is oxygenated blood is carried to the different part of the body and return it back to into the heart. This is how nutrient like oxygen is put into the organ and tissues that need it, and carbon dioxide, the main byproduct of cellular respiration, is removed from the body. Now let us talk about first about the heart. What is human heart? First we will study about the anatomy and then the physiology of human heart. Human heart is a hollow muscular organ, and it is itself about the size of the person's fist, which makes sense that a bigger person will have a bigger fist and hence a bigger heart. It's shaped like a cone and is slightly shifted to the left side in the mediastinum. Now we will make or draw human chest. So we were saying that heart is shifted to the left side in the mediastinum. This is the mediastinal area of the chest cavity, and if we see in the anatomy, always you will look at other person. So if we look at other person, this is her left side and this is a right side. So we are saying that heart is shifted toward the left side in the mediastinum, which is left side of the chest cavity actually, or thorax. It sits up on the top of the diaphragm, which is the main muscle that helps in breathing, behind the sternum or breastbone. Now we will draw breastbone or sternum. So this is the breastbone or sternum. Heart is located behind this breastbone or sternum and in front of the vertebral column. So this is our vertebral column, and heart is located in front of the vertebral column and behind the sternum and in between the two lungs and protected by the ribs. These are the ribs, and now we will draw lungs. The two lungs which we have drawn now. Now if we look a little more closely into the heart, it is surrounded by a sac of fluid called the pericardium. Now we will draw another diagram for heart. So we have discussed that heart is surrounded by a double layer sac called the serous pericardium. The serous pericardium has two layers. Its outer layer and its inner layer. The outer layer is called the parietal layer, This is the parietal layer, and it is stuck to another layer called the fibrous pericardium. Fibrous pericardium, which is made up of tough and dense connective tissue which hold the heart in place or anchors the heart and prevent it from overexpansion due to overfilling of blood. The inner layer, no, this is the inner layer. This is called the visceral layer, and it's stuck tightly to heart itself. This is the heart muscle forming the epicardium or the outer layer of the heart. This inner layer is stuck to the layer of the muscles of the heart. The cells of the serous pericardium or pericardium of the parietal and visceral layer. The parietal and this inner layer is also called the visceral layer. They secrete a protein-rich fluid that fills the space between the layers and serves as lubricant for the heart, allowing it to move around about with each heartbeat without feeling too much friction. Now let us move from the outside of the heart to the inner side of the heart. This is the muscular structure of the heart. So after epicardium, that is the outer layer of the heart, there are actually three layers of the heart. The epicardium, which is the outer layer of the heart, which is connected to the the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. After this epicardium, there is a myocardium, which is myo mean muscle and cardium mean layer. So it is the muscular layer of the heart, or the middle muscular layer of the heart. This part is the backbone of the heart tissues, because these cardiac muscles contract and pump blood throughout the body into the systemic circulation. In addition to the cardiac muscle cell, these are the cardiac muscle cells, for example, they are striated muscle cells. I will draw for simplicity just a single muscular cell. These are mononucleated cells. In addition to this, these are single layer of muscle cells I will draw. Rather, these are a cell which are mononucleated cell. In addition to this cell, there are also connective tissue fibers which are made up of collagen protein, which together form to make the skeleton of the fibrous cardiac skeleton, which helps support the cardiac muscle. The myocardium also has dedicated blood supplies. For example, this is a single blood supply. I will draw a single blood supply because these blood vessels, they are called coronary vessels, which are layering the outside of the heart and bring blood to the myocardium, because it needs a lot of energy to pump blood. Finally, there is the inner layer of the heart, which is called the endocardium. Endocardium is made up of a thin layer of endothelial cell, which is the same layer that lines the blood vessel. This endocardium lines the heart chamber as well as the heart wall. So in the right side of the heart as well as in the left side of the heart, this layer is present throughout the. I will write it. I will draw it in such a way. This is the squamous endothelial smooth layer. This is smooth because it allows smooth flow of blood. as we don't need any turbulence in the blood inside the heart. Is made up of squamous vascular endothelial cell and facilitates the smooth flow of the blood. This was all about the surface anatomy of the heart. Now let us take a detailed review of the heart chambers. As we have discussed earlier that heart is a hollow muscular organ located in the thoracic cavity in the left side of the mediastinum, and we also know that in anatomy when we discuss right and left side we must look at someone else. So if we look at this paper, this is the left side of the paper and this is the right side of the paper. Now we will draw each chamber of the heart in sequence, and we will discuss how blood flow in this chamber and how these chambers are made up. So here are the two bottom chambers of the heart. The left bottom chamber and the right bottom chamber. The left bottom chamber and right bottom chamber, these both are called ventricles. So here we have the right ventricle and we have left ventricle. This is the left ventricle and this is the right ventricle. The left side of the heart, the left chamber of the heart or the left ventricle, it has a thick muscular wall, as you can see. As compared to the right ventricle of the heart, because the left ventricle of the heart has to pump blood throughout the whole circulation. That's why the left ventricle of the heart has a thick muscular wall, because that muscular mass has to pump blood throughout the whole circulation. So we say that left ventricle has to pump blood throughout the whole circulation, so it needs to generate high pressure with a large muscular walls or muscular mass on the left side. Where as we see at the right side, right ventricle has a thin muscular wall, because right ventricle pump blood only to the lung. As heart and lungs are so close to each other, so it don't require high pumping pressure, so amount of muscular mass required is less. Now we know that heart has 4 chambers. Now first of all we need to draw arteries leaving the heart. This is the major artery which is leaving the heart, that is the aorta, and a veil present over here is called the semilunar veil or aortic veil, and it is pointing in the upward direction. This veil is called the aortic veil or semilunar veil, and it is pointing in the upward direction. Now between the ventricle, that is the bottom chamber, and the chamber on top, there is another veil which point down the way. It's point in the downward direction. Now this is called the bicuspid veil, because it has 2 cusps or flaps. Now we are going to draw another chamber, that is the top chamber of the left side of the heart, and here the muscular wall become thin, and so the muscle become thinner at that point, and you can see that we have started to draw another chamber An additional chamber, the top chamber, the atria. Atria mean entry point. Here blood will first enter and then will move into the ventricle and to the whole body. So it is called atria. And during and running into the atria, there are 4 large veins in human being. So we will draw here 4 veins So these are the 4 veins which are running into the left atria of the heart. So let us look once again at this well. This well is called the, which is between the left atria and left ventricle. This is called the bicuspid wall because it has 2 cusps or flaps, and it is also called mitral valve. Mitral valve, and the valve between the left ventricle and the aorta, this valve, this is also a tricuspid valve, but it is called aortic valve or a semi-lunar valve because it looks like a half moon. This is made by like this type of this is actually made up of these 3 cusps, so it is called semi-lunar valve. So this is the aorta which carry blood to all of the part of the body through systemic circulation, and these 4 are the pulmonary, these 4 are the pulmonary veins which carry blood toward the heart from the lungs. 2 concepts clear over here, that what is an artery and what is vein. Artery is any blood vessel that is carrying blood away from the heart, and vein is any blood vessel that is carrying blood toward the heart. Arteries are carrying blood away from the heart and veins are carrying blood toward the heart. So because they are the pulmonary veins, so they will carry blood toward the heart from the lung. Now let us move on to the right side of the heart, and in the same way here we are having a vein, larger vein, and a vein which is pointing in the upward direction. This is the vein which is pointing in the upward direction, and this larger artery, this is larger artery which divide into 2, and it carry blood from the heart to the lungs. The valve here is called the pulmonary valve. This is called the pulmonary valve, and it is also a semi-lunar valve. Now we try another valve, and here this valve. Now we have drawn this another valve, and this valve is called the tricuspid valve because it has 3 cusps, the aortic and pulmonary valve, which is also called the pulmonary arterial semi-lunar valve, and aortic valve is also called semi-lunar valve. They also has 3 cusps, but we will say only tricuspid valve to this valve which is present between the right ventricle and the right atrium. Now let us put another chamber, the last chamber of the heart. That is the last chamber of the heart. This last chamber of the heart is called the atrium, and it is on the right side, so it is the right atrium. And to the right side of the heart, right atrium, there are two large vessels coming into this side. These vessels coming from above and draining or carrying carrying blood from the top part of the body. This is called the superior vena cava. And the vessel which is draining the lower part of the body or carrying blood from the lower part of the body is called inferior vena cava. And both these vena cava are draining blood into the right atrium.